Hello, everyone. I know probably you have heard about the whole news about what is happening on social media as far as Bongo Ideas, myself and I is concerned, and as far as Asamoah Gyan is also really concerned. And this news, I know you've heard about it, where Asamoah Gyan wrote something on Instagram about finding me and issuing threat to me about what I do on social media. At this time, I do not understand why the Blaster player or the former Blaster captain would come out to say something so grave and so personal about Bongo Ideas. But whatever it is, we are trying to understand the reason behind it, the motivation, and why he will come out to say something so unpalatable. So let's delve deeper into the whole issue as I speak from my point of view, make the necessary clarification, and help you to seek proper understanding of the whole issue. So yeah, welcome to Bongo Ideas. First off, I'll be talking about four things. The first one, um, the whole issue has actually been centered about, yeah, it has actually been centered around Christian Atsu and what I have written about him when the whole earthquake happened in Turkey, and I shared my opinion about the fact that he probably might not make it based on the pictures and videos that I saw emerging from the place, and also the second one is I will speak about the fact that how did I actually provoke Asamoah Gyan? Where is the provocation actually coming from? Is it coming from my end? Is it coming from the fact that he has said something about me, or is it just stemming out of personal animosity that he has towards me because of something he has said about me, or the name I have on social media? Let me say the quote unquote the wrong name or bad name I have on social media. Then I'll also react to his threats. Then I will just state the way forward. So let's get into it. This is faceless, but it's still Bongo Ideas. Well, for the first one, what I said about Christian Atsu and why, let me state it. The sudden demise of Christian Atsu is not something that any reasonable person will be happy about, considering the circumstances that led to his death and the pain and everything I had to endure before. I mean, giving up the ghost and 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 what the family may be going through right now. If you look at Christian Atsu as a human being, you understand that he was very kind and he reached out to people. He used his foundation to help people, the poor and impoverished. He supplied books, he supplied uniforms, paid school fees, and actually was kind to a whole lot of people. After the whole incident happened, people came out to say um, so much about him, and it was mostly about the positive stuff that he was up to when he was alive, and that is applaudable. We need to applaud that, and we need to big him up for. I mean, doing that for people. I mean, standing up for people, freeing prisoners, paying for their. I mean, paying um, um, for their crimes and ensuring that they have their freedom and all that. So it is, see, you can't actually be a reasonable human being and rejoice over the fact that Christian Atsu has got himself or accidentally got trapped in an earthquake that led to his death. So that is not the point. And most people out there think Bongo Ideas is happy about the fact that, I mean, I said something about the probable outcome of the whole situation, and it has come to pass. So I'm really happy and gloating over that. That is complete off, and that is not what I stand for. What I stand for is when I saw the pictures and videos, I mean, emerging from Turkey, the I didn't make a conclusive conclusion though, but what I said was that there were two probable outcomes. It's either, I mean, Christian Achu will make it alive, or he may not be able to make it. And also, if if he was able to make it alive, I didn't think he would be able to kick a football, because I looked at the building that he was residing in, the height of the building, the magnitude of the earthquake and the laissez-faire attitude of the rescue team to actually locate him and save him on time. And when you understand earthquake, you understand that um, the clock keeps ticking. You understand? So if you are not rescued on time, the probability that you will not make it is very high. In some circumstances, or in real circumstances or situations, you can actually see or experience a miracle where somebody will be under the rubble for a very long time and still make it alive. But in most circumstances, it is really, really hard for people to survive under a rubble. That is why mostly the casualties after an earthquake, when it is counted, those who make it are less than those who are not able to make it. So I made those predictions, and I said, okay, looking at the thing that looking at what's happened, I don't think he will make it. And because Ghanaians are, largely religious, you guys were praying and hoping that something different will emerge or come out of the whole situation. And I was also praying and hoping for something, positive. But when you look at the positive, you also need to look at the negative, because it's about reality. You understand? It's something that we did not pray and hope for, but it's happened, and you need to deal with the situation. So looking at what was happening and judging from everything that was happening at the time, that was the tweet and the post that I made about the whole issue. So I want to clarify that I'm not happy, and I sympathize with the family. I sympathize with the whole of Ghana, and I pray that something of that sort happens to no other person. So now the second issue has to do with whether what I tweeted about Christian Atsu um, um, was the basis for Asamoah Gyan to come out to write what he wrote about me, and issue a threat to me. You understand? I really do not know at this time, but from reading and listening to people, it can be deduced that it may well be because of what I said about Christian Atsu and the fact that I spoke about the probable outcome of the earthquake and did not state that I'll be looking forward to hearing a bad news about him, and be happy about the fact that he was not able to make it. So I do not know, right? I do not know, because honestly, I've not said anything about Asamoah Gyan in the past months, and I don't think I've written anything about him, because even on Twitter he has blocked me, so I do not get the opportunity or privilege to even see his tweets, to even know what he has been up to, and some of the things that he speaks about. So I do not have that privilege. So when I saw the news online where Asamoah Gyan was, issuing threats, and went to my Instagram, took screenshots of my Instagram and came to his page and wrote that he will be looking for me and he knows my location, and insulted my mother and all that. I felt, I was taken aback. I was really, really shocked, because yeah, I've not done anything to you. I've not spoken to you. I've not replied to your message. I've not commented on your post. So why is it that all of a sudden you are coming at Bongo Ideas? Is this just because you want to speak about Bongo Ideas, or there is a reason for your action? And for me, I know that for every action, there's a reason. You understand? There's a motivation for every action. So I just believe that it could be because of what I tweet or wrote about, Christian Atsu at that time, and I believe it came to his attention, and he harbored that anger in him about the whole issue, and reacted emotionally to it. And apart from that, I've heard people speaking about the fact that I went to his comment section on Instagram and wrote that he went to see Christina Chu's family and his sister out out of convenience, and didn't actually express any form of regret or remorse, or didn't show any kind of commiseration, and that he just went there for going sake, and there's nothing genuine about the whole expression of condolence. Please, it is wrong. It is falsehood. It is complete untruth. You understand? Reject it, condemn it. I didn't write anything like that. I've not deleted any posts. I've not written anything that has to do with what people are propagating on social media. Anytime it's about Bongo Ideas, people come out with wild imaginations. Everything they've said is just a figment of their imagination. It is not a true state of affairs. I don't actually delete things that I write on social media. I own it. I'm always responsible for things that I post on social media. I didn't go under someone just, Instagram page. Go under his post and go and write anything of that sort. Disregard it. And even when I go on Instagram, I don't even react to tweet. I don't even react to posts. I just go there and just move to the next level. Where I'm actually active is Twitter. It's Twitter. So why should I even go on Instagram and just spend that number of minutes for me to even notice Asamoah Gyan has posted something, and I had to write something to even catch his attention. Please, that is falsehood. That is falsehood. They are trying to paint me black, because if I had written anything of that sort, there will surely be a screenshot. Whether I delete it or not, there will surely be a screenshot. So, if those propagating that falsehood, if you have the screenshots and you believe that that is the reason for Asamoah Gyan to react in the way that he did, then bring it out. Bring it out. Until then, I can only assume that as someone is reacting in the way he is reacting, or in the way he has reacted, based on the fact that I wrote those things about Christian Atsu, and he didn't understand it from my point of view, and he attached emotional sentiment to the whole issue. For me, I'll still, do what I need to do. I'll still do what I believe in. Conviction out of, over convenience. Conviction over convenience. I believe in what I do, and I know people always react to the viral stuff, but they don't appreciate me for my good works, where I speak about critical issues and talk about societal issues, I address issues. When you go on Twitter, I speak about a whole lot of things that really need attention. But anytime it's about Bongo Ideas, it's about something controversial, and it's about something so not something that we shouldn't really be paying attention to. So it has created it has left a bad taste or a sad taste in people's mouth. So anytime they hear about Bongo Ideas, they think I'm always up to something controversial. But that is not really the brand. The brand is to build a brand, focus on professional critiquing. And that is what I do. And I know the reason why people have fought with me is because they believe I'm young. And because I'm young, they think when you are young, you don't have the requisite experience, you don't have the requisite knowledge, and you're not wise enough to speak about some of the things that I speak about. But we have old people who should supposedly be wise, but most of them are intellectually deficient. And but we don't hold that conversation. We don't talk about that much. You people always think age should correlate with your maturity and your sense of reasoning, but that's not the way it works. That's not the way the world works. The world actually works in a different way. So it is a brand that I'm building. Am I going to talk about Asamoah Gyan in the future? Of course, yes. If there's a national issue, if there is a public news that has to do with Asamoah Gyan, and I have an opinion about it, regardless of your status and your pedigree, I'll still talk about it. I'm not going to be intimidated. I'm not going to fear. I'm not going to be bullied. I'm not going to be muted. It is not going to happen. What probably is going to happen is I'm going to get bigger. I'm going to get formidable, and my voice is going to get a much bigger. Going to reach a whole constituency of people who will be ready to listen to me. So um, to conclude, sometimes people think I do what I do out of, because I want to be popular. That is not the motivation. I don't even get money directly from what I do. It's just me sharing my opinion on issues. So I believe that we should encourage the power of opinion sharing. Allow people to share their opinion. Don't fight them. Let them share their opinion. And my message to Asamoah Gyan is just focus on the important things. Yeah, just focus on the important things. I don't think I'm that important for you to be wasting your time and bothering yourself over me. I think there are important things that you should really focus on. Bongo Ideas is not that important, so you shouldn't be doing that. Just get emotionally strong and deal with your personal fights. So that is a wrap of the whole issue. Make of it what you want to make of it. Until then, this is Bongo Ideas. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, everywhere.